clear up. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gardner along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this is a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone to a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday night prime time. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Third and 5.
26.
Now Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it right now. He's hoping in one uppercut into this drive.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Middle complete. That's Woods. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Let's go. Ready.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Love looking to throw it. Short throw has got Kraft. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
49-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Cincinnati Bengals 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Packers It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
26. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost it. Look at the big man rumble. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Set.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed laying himself out in the end zone. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take... for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go now.
To throw now. Here's Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here's Love. Queen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Taking on the midfield logo. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it to Aguilar. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the Packers' 18-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. The killer here is complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to move back in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Blue 32. Ready?
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 10-7 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
Ready.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
50. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 45. Right. Hut.
Jacobs again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. A good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
The 45-yard line.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They stay on the ground on first from Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 46.
Rodgers going to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, the Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches will put these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 62 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Ready, ready, ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Trouble, 38. Ready?
Throwing. Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the
Here we go.
17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
52 blue. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
Ready.
Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 1-yard line.
43. Hut.
To the air again. Love. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Derek Harmon able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Ready, set.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Down. 10 black. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Looking to put a drive together. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff. Johnson. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. They work now on 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's into the hands of Woods. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Rodgers again now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that will be incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Love. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and him ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they gave up 3, but with this deficit, how important here is it to not give up any points?
And they're at a point now where they can't allow any thoughts of any points to enter their mind. They gave up 3 last time. That felt okay. They can't settle for okay now. They have to stop them here. 0 points given up.
And they need to stop, get the ball back to the offense.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Cut.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
On play action. Love to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Ready.
3.
Ready. 38. Hut.
Back to throw. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Yellow. Ready.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. The short throw to Musgrave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Gain of 4.
Come on,
Brings
set.
up 3rd and 6.
Black 40.
Love. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
Packers, 1st down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
10 cycles. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready? Go. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Love from the gun. And he's got and the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Rodgers now to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep it instead or run up the middle here. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, it hits Austin. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Gain of 8.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another Steelers 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin.
To Calvin Austin. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get Devontae Wyatt. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second down and 6 now. Love now. And it's still pressure. He's going down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Packers first down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2nd down and 4.
Number 11, Jaden Reed.
Now Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
Josh Jacobs brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Lloyd. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get lost a yard. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
That's good for a Steelers.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown! Flyermuth. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Packers get set to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Love looking to throw it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play fake. Here's Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Throwing. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Love. And it's Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
The Steelers, first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A gain of 2. Brings up
This is 2nd and 8. The busy night continues for Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7.
58.
Here's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
50, green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set. Ready.
Going back to Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told me, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Able to find his man, Kraft. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Yellow, 43, ready.
He'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. And the Steelers
out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers get a bit closer. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Packers 17. McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
At the 26-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Rodgers throwing here. Shifts past him at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Steelers first down. 18. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Rodgers completes it to Austin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
5 yards on the play. That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
Running left, it's Warren. Gets past one man. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.